Joined by Assumption College Director of Athletics Nick Smith. Assumption holds its first annual Student Academic Excellence Breakfast this morning. Nick, just kind of talk about the event and where you think that came from.
Well, when I first arrived at Assumption College, it was my goal to establish an event that celebrated academic success. And I had a conversation with Professor Hickey, who's our faculty athletic rep, and we decided that we were going to come up with an event that celebrated academic success across all of our 23 sports, celebrating each individual student athlete with the highest GPA. And so the event came about, and we put it all together this morning at our Academic Excellence Breakfast. And I think it was a great event, very well received by student athletes, faculty, coaches, and other distinguished members of our community.
Yeah, it seemed great, not only the coaches and everything, but like you said, the other members of the community that were there. I think that, probably really meant a lot to the student athletes.
Absolutely. We received many comments after the breakfast was over with regards to our student athletes and our faculty members, as well as the other guests, saying they've never experienced something like that before, where we celebrated the student athlete, and they understood the Division II strategic platform of balance, that they understand that it's important to succeed in the classroom, but also important to succeed on the field. And
it was 19 student athletes honored this morning. It's hundreds of student athletes on the commissioner's honor roll. As we move forward, what would you say to the student athletes as a whole as they try to improve their academic success?
Well, I would say that I'm very proud of the 19 student athletes that we had there today. I think they benchmark what we're looking for in our student athletes. They are setting the standard. We want our student athletes to achieve what we call as excellence. And excellence means three different things: academically, athletically, and in the community. And those student athletes are the foundation in which we want to build upon moving forward. And I would say to our other 400 plus student athletes that they want to continue to achieve that way. We want to develop competition, not only on the field, but in the classroom and in the community. We want to continue to strive for that excellence, and not only strive for it, but one day define what it means to be excellent.
And then, in addition to the student athletes, we had a faculty member of the year, Dan Jones, in the accounting department. I think it meant a lot to him, just kind of talk about that part of the event.
Well, I think what our intention there was to award a faculty member of the year. This was student athlete driven. All student athletes had the opportunity to nominate the professor of their choice that they felt provided the athletic department, specifically the student athletes, the support that they need to succeed in the classroom and on the field. And overwhelmingly, we heard support for Professor Dan Jones. I cannot speak highly enough of Professor Jones and how much he means to the athletic department, and how supportive he is for our student athletes, as well as our coaches, our administrators, our parents, and those that come to the games. Everyone knows who Dan Jones is. And I will say, on another note, that I was very impressed by the faculty turnout today. I was blown away with the attendance that we had. We had over 70 people this morning, and I was very, very happy to see how much the faculty support our student athletes, because the quality education at Assumption College is not only in the classroom, but on the field.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on a great event.
Thank you.